Hear the birds. It's a beautiful rainy day. And you know what my favorite thing to do on a day like this? Go to the library. So let's grab a hot beverage and go read some beautiful books. I want to share with you guys books that were given to me from friends and family and what they mean to me. What would be the perfect hot beverage for reading books today? We have coffee, we have every kind of tea. Hot chocolate and marshmallows. I don't even know why I pretend it's always hot chocolate and marshmallows. Welcome to the library, guys. Oh, what a beautiful day. You know, life truly is a gift. I can't wipe the smile off my face. I'm so happy. I'm surrounded by books. It's rainy outside. It's just got that feel. Got my cocoa and marshmallows. You know, it is funny. It made me think of, remember Twilight? And Bella and Edward. Bella's like, it's always been Edward. That's how I feel about hot cocoa and marshmallows. There's a lot of choices, but I always seem to go with hot cocoa and marshmallows. Do you know what else is beautiful? You know how just like a smell, the smell of the rain and the books, it brought me back to when I was very first introduced to books. It was in third grade, and we did a field trip to the library. And I remember that day so vividly because it meant so much to my life. And I remember the librarian telling us just what books are. And my mind could hardly even understand it, that they're portals to adventure. And so I remember right after school, I told my mom, we got to go right back to the library. And that started this whole adventure that you see before you today. And books, they really are beautiful, and they're such friends. And so I love sharing my book friends with my friends' friends and my family. And so I wanted to show you some book recommendations that I got from friends and family. And when I walk by my shelves and I see some of these different books, I think of them. So Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. I've had the same best friend since we were little kids. And I remember when we were about probably 14, 15, right in there, he was reading this book, and he is describing to me about how working on your motorcycle, like with a wrench, how it's meditation. And now I think about how we hear about, like, you know, the Zen of washing dishes, and you feel the bubbles on your hands and the warm water, and you're just present in that moment. And he was getting this at like 14, 15 years old about working on motorcycles. And something beautiful here, we're now in our 50s, still best friends. And he was just up here a few months ago, and we're riding our motorcycles all up through the mountains, just exploring. We found hidden waterfalls, went along the most beautiful rivers, and just an adventure, you know. And every time I look at this book, I think of my wonderful friend. A couple other books I want to share with you. Where's my glasses? I gotta read this little blurb to you here. So this is Winterwood, and this was given to me from my daughter. And so I have the best memories of reading it together with her. And she loved this so much. And it's one of those beautiful atmospheric books where you can just visualize the woods and the cabin and the lake and the magic. Here, stay right there. Let me grab my glasses. Okay, let me just read you the little blurb on the flap here, and I think you'll be interested. It says, be careful of the dark, dark wood, especially the woods surrounding the town of Fir Haven. Some say these woods are magical, cursed even. Rumored to be a witch, only Nora Walker knows the truth. She and the Walker women before her have always shared a special connection with the woods. So here I'm already gripped. I love the woods. I love witches. I love these kind of stories. And it's this special connection that leads Nora to Oliver Huntsman, the same boy who disappeared from the camp for wayward boys weeks ago. And in the middle of the worst snowstorm in years, he should be dead. But here he is, alive and left in the woods with no memory of the time he had been missing. But Nora can feel an uneasy shift in the woods at Oliver's presence. And it's not long after that Nora realizes she has no choice but to unearth the truth behind how the boy she has come to care so deeply about survived his time in the forest and what led him there in the first place. What Nora doesn't know, though, is that Oliver has secrets of his own, secrets he'll do anything to keep, because as it turns out, he wasn't the only one who went missing on that fateful night all those weeks ago. For as long as there have been fairy tales, we have been warned to fear what lies within the dark, dark woods. And in Winterwood, New York Times best-selling author Shay Earnshaw shows us why. So just a fun, good read, and especially when you're sharing it with someone. I'll always, when I see this on the shelf, I'll always think of my daughter and us reading that together. Another fun book, this was given to me by my son. It's The Smugglers. And he knows that I'm a pirate at heart. And this is just a swashbuckling tale of a captain and a ship and adventure. And I just love it. And again, that's what books are to me. It's my photo albums. As I walk by the shelves and I look at them, I remember the fun story, but I remember people and family and friends and sharing life and memories all the way back to third grade and a rainy day like this. And it's just so beautiful. And that's what I want you guys to always remember, that life is beautiful. You just sometimes have to look for it. You have to kind of turn off the negative outside world and create your own little heaven on earth. Start creating your own library. You might start with only 5 books on your nightstand and make yourself a nice warm cup of cocoa and marshmallows. Maybe light a candle and just start creating your own good atmosphere and happy memories. My friends, be blessed, and remember, Magus loves you.